Hi guys. So I have something set up. So basically, I'm just gonna show you some basic stuff I have set up because of this is my mastering setup for mastering music, editing music, and also editing files, editing video, and also um editing podcasts because I have this right here, which is for actually podcast and also just recording YouTube videos or other videos. And I use this for allowing me to mute and unmute my actual soundboard for Logic and or any other interface that I use, and basically um, it basically allows me to use my effects, make phone calls, and stuff like that. I have this stream deck, which is the only stream deck I have now, which is being used for two purposes with this switch right here. Because when I press this, when I press this button right here and press this, it switches to the computer that runs in the background for virtual machine testing and also some other stuff. So software testing machine. And then I have some other stuff on here like this one, which is the Mac demo, which allows me to connect to the Mac demo virtual machine I have running. This is my NAS virtual machine. It allows me to access it without having to type in a password every time. This is allows me to load up those files here. My storage drive, which is on this Mac. This is my dashboard for dashboard stuff. That I have running stuff. This is B&H stuff website. This is my OBS recording for recording on OBS on this machine, and I can capture it by pressing buttons on here without having to switch stuff. This is my remote desktop. This is my Wake on Land GarageBand. I have Logic on here too, but that's in the GarageBand folder I have made. There is this one, which is Finder. Let me open Finder. These open up my Vault 1 and Vault 2, which is over there, and then I have Rename, which is folder that has my torrent client stuff under. That stuff needs to be renamed, goes into there, and I open up FileBot on my computer and basically rename it and then transfer it to Vault 1, and which is a 16 terabyte storage. These are volume controls when I don't want to basically use these to control the volume that comes in. Then I have Shazam, which uses the microphone up there. I'll show you the microphone up here to select the volume. This is my Ubuntu VM for on this machine that is parallel based. Then Windows, which has games on here for when I don't want to launch my desktop, my high-end desktop. I can remote into here through my Apple TV. And then the sleep button. Because, let's see. If we go into the OBS folder, there's just OBS related scenes on here, and also screen flow for not needing to do OBS stuff, but that's on this main machine. I have OBS installed on 3 different machines now. Final Cut, iMovie for different purposes. And then these are Vault 1 through 4, which they're going to be changed soon because of I have 1 and 2 vaults left, which has a what's the thing called? Because of pretty much just going to be 1 left because 2 doesn't have the folder on there. It's just on the main storage drive. And then this will be only have 2 left on here, so that'll leave me 2 spaces left here, and 3 spaces left here. And I have a Rode Procaster Pro software. And then here is my PDU, which is a pile that has black line mod capacitors on there to make it better for audio stuff. So what I have on here is a the one you see light up is light monitor 2 monitor, and so it's not this one. This is my drawing tab, which I use for drawing and creating thumbnails and stuff. Will like, and also for annotating in the videos. I need to do that. This right here, piece of software that you see running with the microphone, I can just say go to sleep or wake up, and then it would wake up if I was actually talking to it more. And then that basically allows me to open OBS with my voice, and also do start, stop, 1, 2, and 3, and stuff like that. And then over here is my Electro Voice, which I use for voiceovers going into our Procaster. And then over here is a power cable that I have right going down here. That's going to the UPS. These both are plugged into a UPS. And basically, that is just an extra plug, just in case I need to plug a phone in there, or like a laptop, and need to have access to it, and then run a then there's a switcher that's behind this blinking plate, because I just had that here because I actually need access to like that more. But behind there is behind this blinking plate is a HDMI switch, and HDMI HDMI switch, and that basically goes to a HDMI cable that I pull up from over here to connect to the laptop, so I can put it into OBS. But what I could do is basically replace that with an ATEM, and just use this as a button switcher, and also just as a probably an OBS easier from the switch in there. And the capture card is behind on the back of the desk under this. This cable goes to a USB hub that's behind my desk too, which has the Stream Deck plugged into there, which will mean the splitter thing, which has a Stream Deck plugged into there. What's also plugged there is a Rode Procaster. This cable, which is charging my mice, so these 2 mice right here, that one over here, and this one. This lightning cable is to charge my keyboard and my Apple TV remote. And then this USB-C cable also is charging my Switch controller, which it has my Switch in the rack right here. So if I need to unrack stuff, because if I need to take the Switch out and go, I can just pull it out and redock it there. And this is my 34-inch Asus TUF panel. It's a 165 hertz panel. It has a 1 millisecond response time. It has 1440p slash it's at 1440p, which is 2K, and it does 165 hertz on macOS, but it can do 100 175 hertz overdrive, which is it's basically overclocking the panel. And then this right here is what is hooked to the computer in the back room, which is hooked to this device right here to switch between my Stream Deck. I could hook up a keyboard and mouse here if I need to. I was thinking about like how can I control the computer back there, and because of if I turn that on, I can switch to Stream Deck, and once I switch it, I can basically have all the stuff I have on there, which is like booting a virtual machine, just for actually testing stuff before putting it into production. This is my Elgato face cam, and up here is the C920. This is a clamp that I have that aims down at my desk. It's meant for DSLRs, but once I decide to upgrade to an ATEM, I'm going to put a DSLR right there, and also a DSLR up there, and put the ATEM here, and pipe the ATEM's audio. Pipe the broadcaster audio into the ATEM. So there's that. And this is a Keylight Air, something that I have here for face stuff. I mean for exposing my actual background more. And then like the ones you see blanked here are Mac, the Rodecaster to have automatically power, and then this drawing tablet, which is also plugged into the USB hub. The Thunderbolt port on here is being used for the camera up there, and my headphones are just the HD650s, which are piped into the Rodecaster. And going over here, which is where I would play the piano or piano roll, but I use it for stuff like the piano roll playing, and also I use it for piano role playing, and also practicing stuff, and also doing other videos, also like MIDI controller stuff. It's on a green screen that I have it stable to a table, and so when I record video, this doesn't get shown up in the background because of this part needed to be on sorry, my hand slipped, but this needs to be on the green, because of with the white it would basically kind of be an eyesore if I moved my arm. But now this blends in with that, and what you see is basically this corner right here and the green screen. And so, and I took out a couple things since last time I made a video. It had a switch in here, and it also had HDMI switch. It also had a TV here. I changed that, but when you saw the last video, it basically was just that. So this is a 1440p 27-inch panel, and it's running at 1080p right now. because there's a splitter that's going behind the desk that connects this panel right over here and this panel together. Since the Mac Mini can only support 2 displays, and this is the main one, and this is the secondary one. But since actually this is hooked up to a splitter, I can have 2 different displays because I need a separate display just for like having a DAW open, so I can do play that, and then also have some notes, some music notes. Forgot the name of it, but basically music sheets up on the screen, and I can basically play along with it and then record in the DAW and have the DAW on this screen, and then also OBS on this screen. So when I'm recording, it gets recorded to like the DAW, and OBS picks it up over there, and I can stream it. Sorry about that. I dropped my phone again. Ugh. Sorry about that. So basically, it will get streamed to here and then recorded as an actual file to the DAW, and then I save that and upload it, and then I can share that, and then I can also share the live stream or the video recording of me making it, and then I can basically have the screen capture here from OBS over there. So it would be captured in 2 different ways, so the physical audio file and the physical video file. And so normally I would basically just have this, so this would be the screens that OBS would sit on, and when I'm recording video for other stuff, it gets picked up over here. And then I usually vice versa that by basically having a little script, a Python script I have that runs. I can give you the Python script if you want it, but it basically allows me to switch from here. Allows me to switch this screen to this screen, this screen to that screen. So whatever I'm recording on here, whenever I'm recording on here, I just hit a button on my Stream Deck, and when I want to record here, I hit a button on my Stream Deck. The Stream Deck switches over here. I mean, the recording setup switches from over here to over here. So when I want to record this screen with like OBS, I just press the button, and when I want to press this one, it records to like this one with the press of a button. And so the only thing that usually would be on normally, because these ones are all empty, and so normally if I just want to do a simple capture video of just some actual items, I basically would have monitor to off or monitor to off, and then the light on and monitor on, and this will be on. And if I just want to record over here, I would just press that button right here, the green button, and it turns off that display, and I can focus over here. So yeah, if there's any information you know. Also, this one is actually kind of interesting. Well, it's not interesting, but basically I use this for keeping my feet comfy and posture. And then I have under here is where all of the cables are hanging out. The only cable you really see is this one, which is a power cable that goes from the monitor to it goes from the monitor to over here to the PDU, because of I didn't have a longer IEC cable that goes from the computer to right there, so I used an extension cable to go from there to around the UPS to over here. And that's how it works. And I'm gonna try my phone again. And so the reason the blanking plates are there is because of I didn't want to see the cables under there, and this is also to hold these cables into place. The monitor cable. This is basically the cable that goes into the Thunderbolt port when this goes to the splitter that's behind on the rack shelf in front of the Mac. And then the other cable goes to here, which is a built-in cable, USB-C cable right here. And the other cable goes around here, which is a 12-foot cable, because I needed a longer one around here, around there to here, and it gets plugged into the back of the monitor over here. And the switch gets played occasionally, and I basically just have this cable hanging off over here where it's not in the way. And the only things that are plugged into the UPS are the two PDUs and this USB device, which I could probably plug into one of these actual ports on there and just leave it like that, and not only have two things plugged into the UPS. And everything else is run through the PDU. So there are a couple things plugged in. I'll go through actually the ones that are plugged in. So the first thing that's plugged in is this. That's one. A USB hub, a 60-watt USB hub, which is two things. This monitor, I'm just trying to have it, which is 3. This monitor, which is 4. The switch, which is 5. So the monitor, this monitor, the Rodecaster, the switch, this monitor, and the Mac Mini, and yeah, that's about it. And the Keylight Air, and because of this is the Mon 1 2 is this one. The light is Keylight Air. The monitor, which is that one, which is 3. One of these ones, which is 4, which is that one. This would be 5. The Apple Mac Mini would be 6. The USB hub is 7, and on that USB hub I have a couple things plugged in, like this for charging my actual oh yeah, no, this isn't plugged into the USB hub. This is plugged into the PDU itself. So, and this one is plugged into the UPS. This one's plugged into the USB hub. And everything, normally I have an iPad cable plugged back in there. I'm talking about for my iPad charger, but it's at the moment for repair, so I don't have an iPad right now. So I had to unplug that. And I sent it out a few days ago, but I basically had to return the cable, the iPad, and they're just going to be sending me a brand new one. So, and then this orange cable goes around there to the other room, which is hooked to a computer, and which is hooked through a switch. That's how everything is going there. So, And so thanks for watching.